But tell me what happened last time.
Uh, yeah, pull up my notes. Well, it was a trek back for Michael after making a very big decision for his sister. After getting caught in the Fae, well, not necessarily trapped the Fae, but palming upon the Fae and what they were doing to his sister and trying to escape, and ultimately asking for help in this disguise of a prayer, and getting that assistance as well. As he made a decision to let his sister be taken or be rescued or whatever how you want to look at it by the angels, namely Aurora, and going back towards others as he did kind of leave abruptly, and there was a bit of panic on our side as we realized that Michael was gone and not sure where he went. And you can't really take a ghost, at the very least, not willingly. So the only way we could do is track him down, and Wanda needed something, a sample or something to connect some ties, the ability to be able to see him. And Raphael was the one who gave it in an odd way by cutting his hand, and a bit of skin apparently he got from, I guess, an interaction him and Michael had at some point, much to her confusion. But regardless, we used that as the catalyst to find Michael. As we met him halfway, and he got into the car, and well, of course, we were a bit worried, asking what was going on, what happened. He explained, probably with a bit of sadness, what happened. That he made the choice for his sister. He went to the Angels, Aurora, that he found her being experimented on by Faye, and well, there was between fighting all of them, leaving his sister behind, or asking for help, and he made a choice. And while we were very sympathetic and we understood and hope he was going to be all right. Once we dropped him off, there was more of conversation with our concern with that. More than likely, the angels, well, they don't do anything out of the kindness of their hearts necessarily. And what does it mean by rescuing this young woman afflicted with some curse on her soul? More than likely, what they deem as rescue. Regardless, no one liked how it ended, we'll say, at least for the ones in the car after Michael left. Claire offered to look deeper into figuring out with her own abilities to see if she could find out more, though Raphael did warn her about that course of action, and looking too deeply into these things could be dangerous. For now, case closed, question mark. The witch and all the other loose ends there probably were either handled by the angels, especially if they're involved, the Fae who weren't too happy about them, and would be out of our hands, at least from what Raphael was saying at the very least. Regardless, Wanda got dropped off at the lovely Hellfire Club, while Raphael and Claire continued their conversation, Raphael driving her to her home, as they talked about the dangers of the angels, as well as Claire revealing some of her visions that she seen for Raphael, him walking confidently in the darkness, and they seemed to take that with a bit of stride and maybe some reassurance, saying that the last few months has been a change in his life, that he's seen some interesting things and he's learned some interesting things, that even someone he thinks is evil, a demon lord or whoever, can grow and become a better person, and maybe this is going to be all right. A bit more of an intimate conversation as Claire said goodbye to Raphael and made her way up, saying hello to Zach, who seems to be having a wonderful time trying to tune his static radio, trying to get in contact with Gareth, as she's been told from Raphael and everyone else that there's a bit of space stuff going on right now. Regardless, she looked into her vision to see if she could find anything about angels. The only thing she found was the number 7 and this feeling of resting after a long day of hard work, that maybe God is at rest or some such things. After 7 days, he did make the universe and slumbered afterwards, or took his time to relax. More likely, it pinpoints that whatever happened to Michael's sister, that's where she is at now, resting, hopefully at peace, hopefully. Regardless, there's not much more she can look into. Maybe not without getting too many eyes on her at the very least. Wanda went off to, the Hellfire Club to talk to Lydia, aka Abaddon, and explaining, the potion and the witch who gave that opportunity, and what we need for the key ingredient, something that ties to the soul that she has, something that represents them and what they want, essentially. A bit of a confusion of what that ingredient could be, but Lydia seems to have an idea, Abaddon seems to have an idea. Just give her a few days, as she told Wanda, and hopefully we'll find that ingredient to what she needs to kill this soul, I guess, for this body that she seems to be inhabiting. Michael, on the other hand, went off to talk to Adam after everything went down, explaining the choice he made, his sister, and asking with a bit of guilt if it was really his involvement, as Aurora had pointed out, that led to this downfall for his sister, this affliction, this curse, the loss of her husband and the life at the last few weeks. And Adam couldn't really give him any reassurance. It's a possibility, even if he didn't talk to her, even if he just watched, that the nature of what we are can add to a bit of supernatural. And if you're not prepared for that as a mortal, then that can also lead to disaster. But maybe there's someone he can talk to, not just this Aurora, but another one that he was supposed to meet so long ago. An angel of death, as Adam brought him to meet Cassiel, who seemed to be kind and willing to speak with him, talk with him. It means if his sister's really dead or not. And well, from the angel's point of view, they did save her. The soul is what matters, not necessarily the body or what holds it. And maybe this time around, she won't have to suffer. And even though he loved her, this may have been the best option. And there's another option from him, if he wishes to take it, as she offered him a chance to finally face whatever judgment comes next, the next part of the journey and death itself. Michael thanked her for the opportunity and said if he can get some time to think on it, what she will allow, he has all the time in the world to decide. And I believe Wanda went home after speak with Abaddon to her family. Apparently, Victor and Cammy in a conversation, as Cammy seemed to slyly try to ask her mother what she feels about mind control and, maybe doing some unethical things. Wanda seemed to take it in stride, though she had concerns about the consequences, as both her and Victor pointed out to Cammy that there's a lot that can happen or go wrong, especially with all that we've seen. Oh, look at Darius. And well, it's not just as easy as slipping on a pair of gloves, but Cammy seems to believe that she can do it without any backlash in that regard. More back and forth before maybe jiggling keys in front of his daughter. Victor brought up the idea of going to magical school, that she seems to be bored with what she's been learning and seems to want to test herself. Maybe she goes to a place to actually learn and experience and deal with other magical beings. She may gain that, feed that hunger she seems to have for magic. And, well, Victor could never get an opportunity to go in. He tried and failed, but maybe Cammy can show off and, prove that she's a bit better. What she seems to have fallen for hook, line, and sinker. And excitedly asked her mother if she can join magic school, which, of course, Wanda wouldn't say no. After Cammy went off to prepare herself for whatever it means to make that entry exam, Wanda and Victor talked back and forth a bit more, and I think it got a little bit intimate near the end, as Victor said he has a couple of things he has to get done, but he did have time for hanging out with his wife. Wanda. And I think that's where it ended last.
Yeah. As well, I believe, Wanda, you're waiting on Abaddon to get you that thing you need for the spell for the witch.
Yeah. Yes.
Not sure if anyone else has any other things they want to do before.
No.
Nope.
I don't know if we still wanted to kidnap those two. Did we say we still wanted to kidnap those two?
I know Michael said he wanted to because he wanted to do the whole thing with the witch who's coven, because that's still a thing that's happening. She still wants to make a coven.
Well, the problem is the reason we're doing that was to get help with your sister, but your sister is no longer here, so.
Yeah, I don't know if
It's up to you if you still want to go with the fucking insane scheme.
Yeah, I think I'll have that up to the group if they still want to do that. He'd help out.
I don't believe you have any reasons.
Not anymore, no. Except for screwing over Burgermeisters.
Yeah, but that's gonna happen
minorly fucking over a
regardless.
witch.
Listen, that's gonna happen regardless. Look at the fucking clowns that have shown up here.
Honka.
Yeah. Well, probably days would pass before you would get a message from Abaddon that she has finalized the thing you need, and it's ready to be delivered. Just tell her the place and time.
I presume it wants to get delivered to Wanda so she can give it to our lovely witch, basically. So, well, if it's easier for Abaddon, she can go meet her at her place. If not, just meet at her
Abaddon has
cemetery.
people that do it.
Oh yeah, no. I
She's gonna
said
drive the car herself.
you're good. I didn't know if she wanted to meet up back at her club, but yeah, we can go to meet up at Wanda's favorite meeting spot, which is her graveyard, apparently.
That's the thing. I'm saying like she doesn't need to meet you. She just like, has the thing ready for you to like take. Unless you wanted specifically to talk to her.
I'm sorry, I cut you off, Grunt.
So you.
No, that's fine.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry, my thing keeps.
Right, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
Grunt
so
talking?
Grunt was talking, yes. So what's going on is the thing is just ready. You can go pick it up unless you wanted to specifically have a meeting with her.
Okay. I literally cannot hear. Let me come back. Hold on, give me 1 second.
I was just like, what is happening?
What? Are you talking?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I don't. I literally didn't hear you speak at all. Okay. Hey, explain to me. Yes, she will go pick it up. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see there's a vehicle, a car that's waiting for you to. There's whatever she prepped that's in the back, and it looks rather big.
Can I take it? See what that is? If it.
Yeah,
if
you
it
can
actually-
sort of lift up the covers a bit. You realize it's a miniature mock model of New York City, specifically Manhattan.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah.
Yeah, as you'll get in the car and drive over to Zalina's place. You'll meet up with her. I don't remember if you like had a deal or like.
The only deal we had was kidnapping Burgermeisters for, but she doesn't know we were kidnapping Burgermeisters, just people.
Yeah, but like with Wanda specifically about this.
What she told me was that she was going to make it. She wasn't going to tell me how to make it. She was going to take some time to do it, and that's what we spoke about last time, basically. Because I think I exchanged something for this debt, basically for the whole thing with the ghost or something else.
Because I don't think you did exchange anything. You didn't. You fucked her over a deal already.
It was, I forgot what it was we did because I gave her back the jewelry, we talked, and she's like, yeah, I'll do this because of something else. But if you want to add something else, that's fine, because I can't remember
you gave her
either.
anything. That's my point.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know there wasn't anything else she asked for, but she was just like, yeah, just do this and we'll do that and that'll be fine. But yeah.
We're all just gonna demand favors. Yeah, you do show up. She'll welcome you in. Does you have it? Is it? What is it?
Well, that's what she said. Something that represents her and all her ambitions, I believe. Presumably she'll show what it is.
Yeah, she'll nod and say, not the most uncommon thing. Very well. I will prepare the ritual vial. I have to administer it to her. I will not get in that close.
I have my ways, but yes.
As she sort of kind of has you like backed up in the garage and may wait in the living room. Finished here within the hour.
Yeah. She'll nod and wait. She already told her she doesn't want her to have the thing, so yeah.
You wait for a bit. Eventually she'll come back holding a small glass vial. He hands it to you and says, Here you go. Must drink everything. And the effect will happen course of few days. After that, her body will be empty.
Thank you. I do appreciate this.
She nods and says, "Speaking of appreciating, I may require service in return."
Very well. I understand nothing is given for free.
I want you to secure my, let's call it, admittance. And I believe they call themselves the Conclave of Chaos downtown. Sure, someone as well known as you around here has contacts amongst them.
Ah, I see. Having a hard time getting your first step in, huh?
It's always a problem. Beginning is the hardest. And they are suspicious of me. But if someone were to vouch for me, make things quite smoother.
Well, at the very least, I can understand your desire for that. It will probably make things less of a hassle for you, but it won't mean you can just do whatever you want.
I know that. It will offer me contacts in the more esoteric communities. Out here, I am surrounded mostly by werewolves and vampires fighting over different pieces of land. But isolated for my liking.
Understandable? As I said, it's the least I owe you for the services rendered.
Odd.
Wanda will agree to that and take the vial.
As you'll take your leave, you message Abaddon and she'll meet you at her tower, Central Park. And drive over there and you get let through security quite easily. As you meet with her in the office, there is a sense of anxiousness about her. She sees you. So, how did it go?
It went well. She has asked for, of course, something in return. An invitation to the conclave, which presumably should be easy enough to get. She kind of looks at Abaddon when she says that. Seeing as my daughter will have much more influence in that course of action.
She nods for a moment and says, "You know, college is quite demanding.
It is, at the very least, and I see she's already told you.
I must find probably someone else to take care of that. Don't want her to get too distracted."
Do you have someone in mind? If it won't be Cammy, then I can start making my moves to ask for that favor.
Think you want to play politics with mages here?
Do you think I'll be good at playing politics with the mages here? She kind of raises her eyebrows.
I think you'll be at least better than Gareth.
I'm learning that apparently that most people were better than Gareth.
That is also true.
Well, I have a feeling I would be holding off until Cammy decides to finally graduate from college.
Kinda chuckles a bit and nods. Us, don't worry, there'll be others around here to help you out this time. You'll be all alone.
Well, I don't see why not. I have a feeling that most mages rather have time based on studying than apparently paying politics.
He's surprised. Not everyone's a scholar.
True. But I don't see why not. It's not the worst thing to have done, and like I said, I feel like things are gonna get busy in the next few, however long this lasts.
Years, most likely.
Hopefully years. I'm hoping Cammy doesn't try to rush through the whole thing.
I heard it's quite the magical place.
I'm not too familiar with it. I've never known there was this magical school. Apparently, it's very prestigious.
It was founded by Merlin.
I see. That is interesting.
And well, you've met Gareth, one of his top students.
World gets bigger every day now, I guess. I never... Huh. Merlin.
Yes. I
guess-
hear he's quite the character.
Well, if he's... I presume Garrett's teacher, he has to be, right?
She kind of chuckles and nods. Although I'm told not everyone's as much of a loose cannon.
I hope so. I have a feeling if they were all like Gareth, then the world would probably know about magical schools by now.
Well, luckily, that's why glamour exists.
That's true. True enough. How is Gareth? I'm not too familiar with his whole situation, and outside the fact that he's taken a leave of absence for however long he decides he wants to be off.
Yes, I believe he wants to explore places outside of Earth. I'm sure he'll be fine. When you get to his level, I suppose boredom becomes an actual problem. Unlike other people, has no real ambitions, no desires to make great things, build. No, it's the. You could probably say he's still a teenager at heart.
Well, at the very least, life was probably full of whimsy for him. So maybe it might be, like I said, tough to keep himself entertained if that's the case.
Well, it's not him I'm worried about. It's the people who have to interact with him.
I can only presume Gareth isn't malicious enough to kill every person he meets, so that's a bonus, right?
Suppose, but neither is a hurricane, and yet it can ruin many lives.
That is true. And Gareth is powerful. Sometimes with power comes carelessness about the people around you too.
Carelessness, the lack of empathy, the lack of patience. All of these can prove quite disastrous for those around you.
At the very least, I can only assume he won't have to worry about anyone being able to touch him. Then again, it's space. Who knows what's out there?
She kind of laughs a bit, says, "Suppose we'll eventually find that out."
True, but here's the vial. I was told you have to drink it. It'll render the body empty. I'm a bit worried how you'll be able to protect your own soul if it's in there.
Well, that's why it's supposed to target Lydia's soul and not mine.
Yeah. And at the very least, it should be within a few days, so it won't happen all immediately.
She just kind of takes the vial and starts drinking it as She gulps it down immediately.
Does it have a taste?
Like lemon tea.
Well, at the very least, maybe you'll feel some changes in the next few days.
We can only hope. Not, well, I'll find something else. Thank you.
Of course. I owe you a great deal, Abaddon. Whether I like the way it ended or not, it's a different thing to say, but you kept your end of the bargain, and it's appreciated.
Smiles and says, listen, I intend to grow on people.
That's true. It is a very much a important skill to have, especially the stubborn ones.
She nods. I suggest you meet up with Claire and put her up to speed with things.
Hmm. Well,
Cammy may not know if she gets accepted, but I'm pretty sure she will.
I think so too. And God help them.
Oh, I think she'll fit in quite well around there.
Wanda nods with a smile.
I do have politics. I have a city to conquer, so catch up with you later.
Of course. Reach out if you need anything. As she gives a wave and says her goodbyes.
Take your leave. Wanna call and inform Claire about some changes?
Yeah, she'll definitely let Claire know.
What specifically am I knowing?
Well, you're getting a phone call from Wanda, right?
All right. Yeah, Claire will answer.
Hello, Claire. Sorry to bother you right now, but I want to make sure I keep you on the same page with things.
Oh, no, you're no bother at all. What's going on?
Well, the deed has been done. I believe I've given the vial to Lydia. Sure she'll all be handled at the very least. And, well, it looks like Cammie's not going to be taking that position after all. She's, decided to look elsewhere to keep herself entertained for a bit. Magical school, apparently.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
It is. Hoping it will temper her most explosive ideas, but we'll see if it makes things better or worse.
It should at least encourage her curiosity. Maybe get it out of her system.
That's the hope anyway. But at the very least, it'll give her opportunities and, to be honest, a chance to make some friends.
I think that would be nice.
Yes. But if everything works out, the position still is open, and I'm probably the one who's going to take it.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I feel like we are capable of it. So. I guess I
Yeah.
technically still have that secretary role, unless you
I
wish
was
to
gonna-
relieve me from that position.
I'm going to be honest, Claire. I'd rather not. I do apologize. If you want, we could talk about salary.
Sounds great. More than I get right now.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, I'll let you know if anything else crazy happens, and please, if you find anything out, let me know as well.
Absolutely. Everything seems clear on my end, at least nothing making itself known.
That's good. I don't think my blood pressure can handle more surprises.
I'll be sure to let you know.
Bye.
grunt.
College teachers, maybe. High school teachers
Nah,
and elementary school teachers. That's different.
yeah, she teaches.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
No.
Listen,
You got that.
Is
Is she tenure grunt?
she's the bitch. I think she's getting there. Damn. Listen, that's fucking. Well, I guess then listen. One wants to start like tying up.
Yeah, I want to go back and talk to Adam.
Yeah. You'll find him down the street. You'll join him for a walk.
Hey, Adam.
Are you holding up, kid?
I think a little better. I think that talk actually helped.
Happy for you.
She gave me the option to move on and face judgment, you know? So, thinking about it, and I think I'll want to go eventually, but, you know, seems like a lot of new things are happening for the ghosts in the city, and I always really respected what you did. And, you know, I know it can get kind of lonely with all the new faces coming and going. I was thinking that maybe you could use an assistant, you know? Right-hand man?
Kind of nod and say, there's a lot of things that will be happening soon in the city. I think he plans to take very offensive and direct actions against the others.
I can imagine. It seemed that her vision of New York only has room for one Burgermeister. So,
I think the others will still exist some way or form or another, but not so autonomous that is.
no.
I'll say this.
So what do you say?
Michael? Get to stay, but you're gonna have to roll up your sleeves and kind of get in the muck if you want to stick by my side. I don't plan on letting this opportunity fizzle out by us.
I understand. I'll do whatever you need me to.
Well, he plans on giving us actual training in combat. A few people she's bringing in to help us master our abilities, organize better. Can imagine us unit that can be anywhere, move anywhere, disappear, appear. Quite dangerous.
I mean, for a good period of time, even I almost held off 2 Fae. Whole squad of us who actually know what we're doing?
The plan. Well, I won't say no if you're willing to at least you'll show up to training, see how it goes.
I sure will.
Yeah, no. The role of the ghosts will and well, funnily enough, I believe you do recognize Andre's I guess call her girlfriend, everyone does. That will show you how to best use your abilities and organize to fuck people up.
Hell yeah. What a queen.
Yeah. Ghost Squad is in town. Well, anyone else want to have any tied up loose ends?
Well, since you mentioned it, I do feel like at one point I should have contacted Michael with the results of that vision about his sister.
Yes.
But other than that, I guess I'm gonna give a call to the old Italian stallion.
I'll say this, Michael. Like, it doesn't seem like the angels sort of screwed you. Like, wherever she is now, she's not pain or
She is at peace.
at peace. Yeah, you call him up and he'll pick up the phone. It's like, I would say this is a late hour, but, well. You know, we're like
But
supernatural hunters.
yeah, we do keep strange hours. But given that it's kind of slowed down a bit, we have some breathing room. I was wondering if, you did promise drinks and some trauma dumping.
You know, I guess this is the calm before the storm, so sure. There's a cool nightclub I know that is filled with a bunch of assholes, but the drinks are free.
This wouldn't happen to be the nightclub that I'm thinking of, would it?
I think it is.
Okay, well then I definitely know the way. I
Well.
can,
There.
yeah, I'll see you there soon.
As you arrive, the Inferno Club sort of kind of wave at you from the side. Like, sit down. So, I'll be honest, I'm a bit surprised.
You are?
I didn't actually expect him to pick me up on that offer.
Well, I mean, if you don't want me to take you up on the offer, I can always just...
Be kind of shame. I mean, you came all the way out here.
Yeah, it would be a shame. I don't know. I thought I was going to say something, but
Listen, I usually make people forget what they were thinking about.
it is so very easy. Yeah.
When you're this charming, I suppose. What about you? How are you feeling now that things have temporarily calmed down?
I don't really know. I mean, like, I'm sure I'll know how I feel about it in a little bit, but as of right now,
Well, you supplanted one monarch with another. Basically helped orchestrate an assassination of your own patron. Helped a bunch of people. Prevented some, my understanding, some really nasty business with that cult. And, well, I'm pretty sure we made Freya quite mad, so...
yeah, I'm getting a real Brutus reputation, aren't I?
I mean, it's only like one betrayal. And she was kind of threatening you, keeping you locked down.
She was, yeah. I don't exactly have a great track record of choosing trustworthy people.
Kind of gestures for it. Loves it. Are you kidding me? This place is filled with the reliable sort.
Reliable in what way?
I don't think they'll backstab you, but they're not predictable either. So maybe some are. Luckily, Abaddon has has a very zero tolerance policy on people who fuck her over. So most of the folks here are either on board or too terrified to move a fucking finger against her.
I guess I'm just waiting to see if that's a good or a bad thing.
Depends. If you're the backstabbing kind, no, kind of bad. If you don't care, if you agree with the agenda.
I wouldn't have considered myself a backstabbing kind, but apparently things change in a month.
Oh, this must have been a few quite condensed weeks for you.
Yeah, very. Glad it's slowing down now. I honestly wouldn't have considered spending much time in a place like this beforehand, but it's kind of become comforting in a way, familiar.
You know, they chased me for a good while across the world to try and kill me, so I never thought I would be able to enjoy drinks here.
Who chased you?
Well, Abaddon and her people.
And then how did you end up where you are now then?
Well, do you remember the Villarago child soul golem incident?
I remember.
I think we managed to find common ground on that, and I helped her deal with that and sort of build up our working relationship from there.
What a crazy series of events that's led to this.
I believe I slapped her mom on the ass.
You...
Listen, it was part of the mission. I was trying to bait her husband into this.
This is the second time I've heard about you slapping someone on the ass as part of a mission.
It's unfortunately my MO.
Oh, unfortunately, I thought you would have felt fortunate to do so.
Listen, I do it because I must. I don't take pleasure in suffering of others. You've seen how dangerous these creatures are. I'm just a regular guy. A couple of aces up his sleeve.
That does kind of remind me. I don't really know too much about you, Raphael. I mean, other than being a part of whatever Scooby-Doo gang I was conscripted into.
Well, let's just say, I've been doing this for a while now. Pick up a few tricks down the road.
Right, very mysterious.
Should I just tell you all my deep, tragic story?
I mean, you promised, but you don't have to.
Well, I'm part of let's call them special bloodline of hunters. One that's been around for a few millennia now.
Millennia. Damn.
Yeah. There's a lot more than just me and a few of my close relatives, but we are a bit more special compared to some of the others. Although my cousin thinks it's more of a curse, and I tend to agree with him. Honestly, not the nicest thing, but it is what it is. See, while technically I'm not not immortal, I think. My soul, every time I die, doesn't move on. It sort of reincarnates. Gets born again. And everything I know, my previous life, sort of starts flooding in. Now, around the age of 7, starts like fucked up dreams, and eventually just gets worse and worse until you get a handle on it.
Maybe weird to say I can kind of relate to that experience, but I do kind of get it.
Yeah. So it's not like, yeah, it's just like, it's not the same person, right? I don't, but it's like remembering your past lives. Very weird. Some details
is.
are very fuzzy. Don't really remember relationships, human connections, anything. And even if I do remember some people, it's very distant and vague. Well, it's not the only one. Said there's a couple of us that have been, he does the air quotes, blessed.
I've never, I mean, I've heard of reincarnation stuff, but the whole past lives thing is still a new idea to me. If you don't remember connections with people or like things you've done, what do you remember then?
I remember some of the things I do. After a while, things sort of fade out. You don't remember everything. But more recent lives, yes. I picked up a lot of skills over the years. From fighting to investigation to knowledge about supernaturals. Even a bit of magic here and there.
Real Renaissance man, then.
Listen, some of us use this to our advantage. Some of my can build entire networks of informants that span across generations. Some found their little hunter groups. I never was that smart, so I kind of just stuck to what I knew and just kind of tried to get better at it.
I feel like that's doing plenty.
Should see you should see my cousin. He's like, I would say probably amongst the best of us.
I mean, someone has to be, right? But I've never been very good at optimizing my experiences either. There's
Yeah.
always a way to ensure mathematical perfection, but I've never been able to actually achieve it.
So you're speaking with like big words, and do you think I'm a math wizard?
No, but I'm saying I understand. Never mind. I don't know how to explain it.
And yeah, listen, that's why I've made that many connections in my life. Some lives are a bit more connected than others. I have another distant relative that the entire plan was just build up an entire family lineage of expert hunters and guide them throughout the ages. I never was that big on that idea. Although I did find out recently that I do have a daughter I didn't know about.
I remember you mentioning that. That's
Fucking bird cursed me.
how is that connected to Arlo? That bird?
Well, it was almost 2 decades ago when I visited that fucking tower. And well, you know how that thing is, can sometimes get underneath your skin. And I just kind of replied back once or twice. So I do have a spell that specifically prevents me from well, it's like a supernatural condom. And I believe the bird fucked with that just once.
Yikes.
Yeah, and I didn't know about her, and she grew up in a messed up family. Luckily, I don't think she hates me. It's a bit awkward right now.
I'm sorry that happened, but from what I can tell, at least it seems like you guys are going to have a good relationship if you don't already.
He'll nod, smiles a bit, and says, "You know, that's awfully comforting."
That's what I'm here for.
Listen, I've seen plenty of oracles and seers lose their mind to their visions. Don't overthink them too much. I know it's probably a shit advice, but
Easier said than done, but I try and rely on other people's perspectives as well as my own. So because if I just get stuck in my head, it spirals. It's like an echo chamber, you know.
that's good. That's good.
I hope I'm at least more coherent than Aniko. As much as I appreciate her input.
Listen, I've had the pleasure of talking to her twice. Yeah, see, that's either you go insane or you go insane like that, and you start speaking. And problem is, she's one of those people who I think takes a lot of joy in being nonsensical.
I can see that. Should I start answering the phone with, "Oh, I knew you would call"?
That's the problem. Like you say that, and can I disprove? I can't. Is she like fucking with you? It's just, never know.
Could be. I just take it at face value.
Cool. And there's other oracles here if you ever want to chat with people. Abaddon has people like you working non-stop on divining the enemy's move.
He does?
Yeah, it's one of the ways she. I assume angels have their own people who can see the future slightly. So, a bit of an arms race, I guess. Well, angels probably considered Abaddon for a while there a bit of a, well, nobody. Um, won't be like that forever, so I am expecting any day now for them to take more aggressive action against her.
Yeah, that's how Lydia seemed to view her at first too. The only reason she didn't continue that train of thought is because I encouraged her to not dismiss her. And now apparently she's going to be occupying Lydia's body for the foreseeable future.
Well, just put that down to another thing that the angels will not see coming. It's demon lord who just not in their hell circle. I think I've lived to see them all. What about you? How do you feel about this whole thing? Not just regarding your city, but
What, Abaddon's plans for the future?
still nod.
I don't know too much about her plans personally. I've heard a couple of things, but based on the way I've seen her react to things, at least here in the city, she seems to have a good head on her shoulders. Cares where it matters. So I'm at least curious to see where it's going.
Oh, I'm sure I know where this is going, but I think this is what my ancestors would have wanted anyways.
What's that?
Like heaven, those. My family, they made a pact with very powerful angel in the past. And it's him who granted all of us our abilities. I guess to reincarnate. That angel was no friend of heaven. So, technically the assignment is to protect people, hunt down supernaturals. Yes, I don't think he'll mind too much picking a fight with heaven.
I mean, do you think picking a fight with heaven is going to protect people?
He ponders that question and says, I don't know. It's the thing they do is protect people, but I've seen them seen their less pleasant side. Apparently in the past they were not didn't care about who they killed. Their definition of who's human is very specific. I don't know what their end goal is. If they wanted to wipe out all supernaturals, and they've probably done that. Now I'm told that they have a long list of rules of what they can do, what they can't do, where they can go, where they can't go. It's a big bureaucracy up there, apparently.
Maybe it has to do more with control than wiping out supernaturals. I don't know, just fit their MO, all the rules.
Romans, I think I understand the rules. Not every angel is nice. Plenty of assholes. So this is one way to keep them in check. Self-policing, if you will. I don't know. It
Do
just
you
feels.
feel ready then?
Yeah, I think I've seen. I thought supernaturals were either evil or couldn't control their impulses, and eventually they'll end up hurting people. But I think talking to a lot of people here made me realize that things are a bit more nuanced than I wanted to believe.
Yeah, I didn't expect my first time meeting a demon lord to be like Abaddon.
That was a safe bet because I've met a few and none of them are like her.
Guess I'm lucky then.
Or unlucky, depending on how this ends up playing. Most demon lords don't pick fights with heaven. They circumvent, they navigate, they scheme, they plot. Play it safe. You have all the time in the world. We are here putting a big target on our back and declaring quite openly that we plan on fucking with them. Now with Darius and his group stealing their soul merchants. Oh boy, that's gonna cause a big backlash.
What are you worried about? You seem hesitant. I don't know if that's the right word. Unsure.
How would you feel if your entire worldview got uprooted in, well, a few years at most? Mostly the last few months.
Yeah, I may be more there than you realize.
Question is then, why are you not hesitating? Makes you so confident.
I'm not. I've never really been the one to act before, you know? I've been the one who finds information, gives it to someone, they make the decision. So I've always been confident in the people I surround myself with.
Not really used, this is all new to me. Team player and all.
I think it suits you.
Kind of like smile and chuckle a bit at that. I don't know. It's the lone wolf persona lasted long enough, I suppose.
You know, lone wolves are more likely to die. That's not actually how their society functions.
Well, I guess that's just a them issue.
Is it so bad being here with everyone?
I'll glance at the table, you see a bunch of demons laughing. I suppose depends on the company. Right now, no. Never make bets with them. They'll rob you blind.
Can't say I'm the gambling type, but I did make a promise. Was it to have more vices? Is that what you asked me to do?
Well, listen. You can do drugs, alcohol, smoking. There is one vice I can wholeheartedly recommend. Vice that, you know, if you think about it, it's not really a vice. I think it's good for the heart and for the body. eases the mind as well.
Yeah? What's that?
I've always said that people should just fuck more.
Somehow not surprising coming from you. I don't mean that as an insult.
The best advice you can have. Just think about it.
Okay, I'll think about it.
And if you just do it with like a person, then nobody's even gonna notice.
If you do it with a person, then no one's gonna notice.
No, he said
Wait,
if you only do it with one person, nobody's gonna
With
even
one
notice.
person. Okay.
I also
Got it.
missed the one. I was just like, what does he mean by that?
I guess so. It seems like that's been an issue for you in the past.
I'm just not talking to the fucking bird now, so I'll be fine.
Fair point.
No, unfortunately, I have many other vices. I've dabbled with many illicit substances.
I'm kind of afraid to ask how many.
I mean, nothing too weird. And there's the magic drugs, but those are very rare and expensive to get as well.
I can't believe I didn't even consider magic drugs as being an option.
Okay, well, listen. You can be an alchemist, and you can make potions. You can be a cool alchemist, take those same ingredients and make drugs.
I guess it's not too different from chemistry turning into.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See? You're just like a cool chemist.
You know many Heisenbergs?
Listen, I was told that if you do it, you sort of finance the trafficking of supernatural parts, but listen, I feel like everywhere, somewhere else, some people are gonna die, so might as well not let them go to waste, right?
I guess so. Don't know if that's the route that I'm gonna take, though.
No, I wouldn't recommend drugs for you.
My perception of reality is already a little iffy.
But the first thing, though, no, you look exactly like the kind of person get laid.
I do?
Yeah.
I just read that last message, Brett.
Okay. I will certainly work on that then. Do you have? I cannot look at chat right now.
Unfortunately, you'll say, listen, no, listen. Unlike Jill, I have more experience with the cringe. I'll say, well, listen. I can provide you all the tools necessary.
Are you offering?
Well, I feel like I would not be a very good friend otherwise.
Oh well, in the name of friendship.
Claire, you look so clueless when it comes to these matters. I feel like I'm doing you a big
Not
service.
clueless. I just don't know how to respond to you.
You've never been propositioned in your life.
No, I have. It's just that I'm usually married to my work.
Well, so am I. Except when I'm not. Difference is, you see, you don't fuck your work, so. Married to.
So,
No, let's revisit. How are you exactly married to your work?
well, recently a bit more freed up, but I don't know. I just never really put much effort into anything else.
God, I could make a very nasty joke, but you know, I'm a gentleman, so I won't.
Don't hold back on my account. Go ahead. I think you can learn from plenty of experiences. Maybe I can learn from this one.
Listen, I feel like it's never had enough motivation until now.
Maybe true. I am feeling slightly more motivated.
Well, listen. I'll say this. If no, actually, I'm gonna actually challenge you. You have resist my charms for the next week.
I have to resist your charms for the next week.
Yes, I don't think you can do that.
And what constitutes as resisting your charms then?
No, you can't laugh. You can't find anything funny, amusing, charming.
Okay, and what happens if I fail?
Well, I don't know. What do you want?
I'd like to go on an actual date with you. Not just friends getting drinks.
Smile a bit. You drive a hard bargain, but no. I think I'll take you up on that. Problem is, if I win, that date has to be first date.
Implying that there will be a second?
Hmm?
You know, I'm gonna be a bit blunt about this. You're being surprisingly gentlemanly about this.
Listen, it's an old saying, though. A whore in bed and a gentleman outside. Have to be both. I have the tools for both of those jobs. A big smile and a big dick.
Well, I can only vouch for one of those, but you know,
For now.
we'll find out. So, a whole week then.
Whole week.
Can't smile, I can't laugh. Hmm. I'll try my best, but remember I did say I'm not really the gambling type.
That's how you start, you know. Take a first bet, and then next thing you know, you're sitting with those jerks at the table, betting on who's gonna. Well, last time it was about Wanda and her husband. God knows what's gonna be next month.
Oh, they're making bets on other people's relationships. Okay.
Amongst
cool.
other things, yes.
Are there any that I should know about right now?
He sort of glances at them. They look at you, continue cackling. Oh no,
What?
it should be fine.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Listen, we'll see who wins. I don't know. I think it will be hard for you.
That's one way to put it.
I gotta be damn it.
Oh, guy, stop myself.
All right, well, 1 week then. Starting when?
Tomorrow
Okay,
at
good.
midnight.
Midnight. So midnight tonight?
I guess, yeah. I need to prepare. So many schemes, so little time.
Oh boy.
Learn why everyone fears the Italian stallion.
Does anyone actually call you that?
I'm pretty sure there are.
Interesting.
Hey, listen, I didn't give myself that nickname.
Whatever you say. I usually when men have a nickname like that, they'll say that their friends gave it to them, but the reality is they chose it.
See, the problem is I'm not Italian, so I don't.
Okay, maybe one vote for you didn't choose it then.
He's gonna laugh it off as well. Fortunately, you already laughed, so I think it will just be a matter of time until you laugh again. This is, in fact, the impossible challenge. I'm sorry. I don't believe it otherwise. As well, things will eventually unfold. The city will be well, changed dramatically as the burgomasters will in fact not be prepared for the onslaught of ghosts, wizards, demons, and surprisingly, you know, with Villarago as the double triple agent, it's only a matter of time before New York sort of slowly succumbs the Abaddon influence, as you can all secure your different places amongst the new administration, guiding things and making sure, well, these proceedings go smoothly. As well, as you can imagine, Wanda, Cammy will in fact get accepted.
Ah, nice.
They she will have to head over there. Will act very seasonal based, so you won't be able to see her for a few months at a time, but well, Victor is very happy for her as well. As a rumor about the Inferno Club is that Raphael is actually dating someone. Half the people don't believe, half the people are like questioning intensely. As for you, Michael, eventually there will be a more prominent place for the specters of the city. As Adam, as the representative, will often be in negotiation and like in council with either Lydia directly or someone representing her interests. As on that note,